part of that company, but they are liable to do that sort of work because they are bound into some contract, and these contract is nothing but it's liability to do that sort of work, which comes under outsourcing. So this term outsourcing came in this world and started becoming popular in United States in 21st century, and in the starting of 21st century, and it sometimes involves transferring employees and assets from one company to another company which is liable to do that work. And so it is not only limited to people, it's limited to servers and other requirements which are supposed to be done by third party company, and that is outsourcing. So it is described as a practice of handling over some control to another company and for the company's benefit. So, and it is not only limited to a certain country, or the third party country should not be limited to any specific domain. It should be beyond a country. That means the third party could be either domestic country or international country. So nowadays it's quite often seen that people from US are outsourcing their some sort of project or some sort of work to other companies for cheap labor and for, say, utilizing those resources which are not all the time available in a certain company. So in that case, you can save a lot of funds, a lot of capital you can save using outsourcing. And the next part, which company, when do companies outsource, is be given by Pooja.
Hello everyone. I will explain when do companies choose to outsource. As Ajay mentioned, that companies outsource to third parties. So there are like many reasons when companies choose outsource. Each has its pros and cons. So I'll explain you the top 6 reasons when companies choose to outsource. Yeah, the most famous reason is lower operational and labor cost. What does it mean? Like when you outsource, when you give your task to some other company, you don't have to pay for the employee salary plus the resources that are required by that particular functionality. So that is one reason why company choose to outsource. The second reason is the focusing on their core business processes. Like companies, after outsourcing their mundane tasks to some another third-party company, they can focus on the main business processes that the company should do. And the third reason is global knowledge base. It is obvious that the company will not have all the knowledge of the all the domains. It cannot cover all the functionalities, everything that other companies have. So by outsourcing, they can include the tasks that other companies can do. They can include the functionalities and everything that other companies can provide. The fourth reason is share risk with the company. Anytime when you do a project, you have deadlines and all. So for that reason, there is a risk if you cannot complete a task within deadlines. So that risk gets shared with some other third-party company. The fifth reason is insufficient resources are available internally. You cannot have every particular person is expertise in some particular field. Rather than employing it, if he is available to some in another company, you can just outsource the task and get your work done. Basically. So everything is not available internally, so can you just outsource and get that work done. And the last reason is outsourcing makes you go into the market. So you get introduced to various fields, various other companies. So it makes you, it is useful for getting access to new market areas. These are the top 6 reasons that I choose to explain. There are many other reasons, and everything has its pros and cons. So the next thing, the next thing is explained by Vishal.
Thank you, Pooja. Now that we know what is outsourcing and we know what are the reasons for outsourcing, now I'd like to talk about what kind of jobs are basically outsourced. As far as computer science field is concerned, basically there are three types of jobs that are outsourced. Now the first one is programming. Generally, instead of hiring the programmers, they seek out other companies who already have programmers like Tata Consultancy Services or other companies, and they ask them to do the programming project for them. So this is one type of outsourcing. The another is business intelligence. What is business intelligence is that they basically seek other companies to give them some meaningful data out of the raw data which they provide. Like they have different departments, there are raw data from each and every department. They accumulate it and they send it to a company. They process it and they return them with some meaningful data. This is business intelligence. And then come data warehousing. This is basically that data from all different fields are stored in one place and reports are generated in that place. This is what data warehousing is, and that's another part of outsourcing. Then how to outsource? What you basically want to seek out when you are seeking for a partner who will outsource for you. You want that they should understand your business. This is obviously the main thing because we want to cut the costs, but we don't want to, not at the expense of quality of service. Then proper communication is very important with the outsourced company. Then it should have a good track record in the domain because obviously we are trying to maintain a quality. So we need someone who are good known in this domain. So that is another requirement. Now this is what is the overall trend. Basically what we can see is in all these years, due to outsourcing, the jobs outside US are basically increasing, but in US we can see that the graph is going down. This is basically because of outsourcing. Because nowadays US is seeking out in other countries jobs for to get the work done, and which has led to jobs increasing in other countries. Now, what are the areas for outsourcing? As we can see, IT is the main domain which chooses to outsource as compared to other domains. And as far as IT and non-IT fields are concerned, we can see that this is a graph from Oracle versus GE. The change we can see is that in Oracle it's 77% change as far as outsourcing is concerned, and in GE it's minus 15.8. That is the jobs in US, and outside US plus 215% and plus 1.3%. So basically, our IT department is hugely into this outsourcing field as compared to non-IT fields. Now I would like to ask Darshit to tell us how effective outsourcing is.
Thank you, Vishal. Hi everyone, my name is Darshit Saraiya, and I will explain whether companies find outsourcing effective or not. The first point is, yes, companies sometimes find outsourcing effective. When outsourcing started in the 21st century, many companies started studying the pattern of outsourcing, and they found that if outsourcing is used at the right time in the growth cycle, then yes, outsourcing is very effective. The second point is communicate the expectations clearly. Now, when an employer hires a third party to outsource, the employer should not assume that the third party knows what we expect from them. The employer should document their needs and explicitly explain the instructions that yes, I expect this from you. As a matter of fact, when outsourcing started, this was the main reason why outsourcing failed in starting. But after that, they recognized that yes, we have to document everything properly. We have to explain our expectations clearly with third parties because because the third party companies are situated outside the situated very far away. Like US companies, if they outsource, the third party companies can be in India or China or anywhere else. The third point is I will explain one company how they outsource. So the specialization is advisory firms. Now, if Amazon wants to launch their product in a foreign market, and so they come to an advisory firm in US, and the foreign market is not in US, so the advisory firms give this task to a third party, which is located located at the region where the product they want to launch. Next slide. So I will go through what we learned today. Today we learned what is outsourcing explained by Ajay. What type of jobs get outsourced, which was explained by Vishal. When do companies outsource, which was explained by Pooja. And effectiveness of outsourcing, which was explained by me. This is the image where it explains the top reasons for outsourcing, which was the main part of this presentation. These are the references. Thank you for listening. And any questions?